Welcome to the A.C.A IELTS series. Preparing for the IELTS isn't always easy, and every student faces their own challenges. Struggling to stay focused and motivated can be hard, especially with distractions like social media or feeling overwhelmed by the thought of getting a band 8.5. I dealt with this by breaking my study sessions into shorter 45-minute blocks. Using the Pomodoro method, it involves breaking work into intervals, usually 25 minutes long, called Pomodoros, followed by a short break of about 5 minutes. After completing 4 Pomodoros, you take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. This method helps prevent burnout and encourages sustained concentration. And staying motivated by watching success stories from real students, and watching IELTS videos from A.C.A Global while I work on my listening skills. Weakness in writing task 2, essays, can feel stressful, especially when time is limited or it's hard to come up with ideas. I manage this by studying Band 9 model essays, practicing daily, and planning my essays to stay organized and clear. I also focused on linking words, e.g., on the other hand, furthermore, and varied sentence structure to improve clarity. Poor listening accuracy is another common issue. Missing answers or losing track during recordings is frustrating. I practiced every day with Cambridge listening tests, repeated each test twice, once to get used to the flow, and again to identify mistakes, and trained myself to predict keywords and synonyms while listening. Watching English podcasts, like BBC 6-Minute English, also helped me get used to natural speech and stay focused. Fear of speaking fluently in Part 2 can feel scary, especially if you run out of ideas mid-sentence. To improve, I practiced with cue cards, recorded myself speaking, and focused on the 5W+1H method: who, what, where, when, why, and how, to expand my answers. I also practiced talking about common topics, such as travel or food, which often appear in the IELTS exam. Feeling overwhelmed by vocabulary is another struggle, but instead of memorizing long word lists, I focused on learning words in context and practicing them in sentences. For example, if I learned the word significant, I would practice using it in sentences like, "This had a significant impact on society." I also used the Quizlet app to create flashcards and watched videos like 10 Advanced Vocabulary Words for IELTS by A.C.A Global. Lack of time to prepare can be a big challenge if you're balancing work, family, or other commitments. I created a weekly study plan, used study apps during short breaks, and communicated my schedule to my family so I could study without interruptions. Confusion about IELTS scoring criteria can feel discouraging, so I watched videos from IELTS examiners and created checklists to ensure my practice matched what examiners are looking for. Managing anxiety during mock tests was another challenge, so I used mindfulness techniques and practiced in exam-like conditions, which helped me stay calm and confident. Balancing all 4 sections of the test can feel overwhelming, but I dedicated specific times to each section and tracked my progress every week, which helped me make consistent improvements across the board. Difficulty with pronunciation can be frustrating, especially with tricky words like comfortable and specific. I overcame this by listening to native speakers and mimicking their pronunciation. I also recorded myself and compared it to the correct version, focusing on speaking slowly and clearly, which helped me improve over time. Getting stuck on difficult questions during listening and reading sections can be frustrating, but skipping tough questions and focusing on the easier ones can help. Stress in writing task 1, academic, often arises, particularly when describing graphs and data, but focusing on key trends and practicing summary writing makes it more manageable. Unfamiliar topics in speaking can throw students off, but practicing on various topics helps build confidence in communicating clearly, even about things you don't know much about. Poor reading speed is another challenge, but skimming and scanning techniques can help you finish in time. Lack of knowledge about common IELTS topics, like the environment or education, can feel like a setback, but reading about these topics regularly helps familiarize you with them. Misunderstanding task requirements can lead to mistakes, but reading instructions carefully and practicing sample tasks prevents this. Anxiety during the exam can affect performance, but deep breathing helps. I practiced taking slow, deep breaths to calm myself before and during the test. When I felt overwhelmed, pausing for a moment and focusing on my breath helped me regain focus and stay calm. Finally, limited exposure to English can make adjusting to the test environment harder. Daily immersion helps. I watched movies, listened to podcasts, and read books in English, which improved my understanding and fluency. Practicing speaking with others also helped me get more comfortable with the language. These challenges are all part of the process, but with the right strategies, consistency, and a belief in yourself, every obstacle becomes a stepping stone to success. Remember, the band score you're aiming for is absolutely within your reach. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with more tips and insights. See you in the next video.